All right. Before I go to sleep, I just want to clarify a few things. I get kind of feelsy when, my consciousness hasn't had a chance to rest. And, when bird wife isn't home, Indigo is very important to me. I get kind of feelsy when she's not around. Because, when the people in your life, they're not there, anything could happen to them. And it's not like you can just keep them safe, no matter how powerful a spirit you are. They could still get harmed. And so I believe in, if you appreciate someone, you let them know, because no matter how things may seem, there's always a chance that you'll never see them again. Marry meet, marry part, and marry meet again, maybe. That's always the hope. You can never be sure, and people won't know how you feel exactly if you don't tell them. So I just, I try to let people that have done things that make me appreciate them know that they have done things that make me appreciate them, and I try to help people pass the love forward. Like, people give me love and support, so I try to give other people love and support, especially monsters. I really want all of us monsters to get along. And it's okay if you're... And I have even more advice that I'm just going to give. I'll put this on YouTube because Twitter doesn't like more than 2-minute video. But I really just want to say my thoughts. I know a lot of you VTubers out there believe that you need to have lore, or that you need to have a certain amount of being what the mortals call in character. And I've run some dungeons. I understand pretending to be a human, or, whatever. So, but I think you shouldn't worry too much about it. And whatever you decide you're going to be, make sure that it meshes with some aspect of who you are. And you don't need to be someone completely different from who is you at core. You can just be your best self. And my best self is being a spooky blanket ghost, if you haven't noticed. Or maybe that is my real self. Please, ghost hunters, don't come confirm it. I don't feel like being asked, "Are you here? Are you here? Give us a sign," for like 5 hours straight. Just let me sleep. So, lore can come out naturally over time, and I think that's the best lore. It's not like any of us are backed by a major corporation full of writers okaying every little thing we say and do. Just be your you. Talk to your you. And you'll get answers by talking to your you. You could some mortals call it their alter ego. And I think getting in touch with that will help you decide how much you want to focus on, how far you want to be on what people like to call the RP scale. And I'm totally RPing, totally. I'm not actually a ghost. So ghost hunters, just remember that I'm not actually a ghost. I'm totally not a ghost using Saitaki Global to broadcast myself over the internet. I'm totally not doing that. Totally. But, just the more you feel like you have to be a certain way, the more I think you will overstress yourself and lose your path. Have fun with it. Just make stuff up as you go, and find people that mesh with you, and maybe your interactions will create sort of a lore between you. And like, not everyone even needs lore. Like, look at Duke Silver. He's not a VTuber, but he is charming. He loves supporting people that play hard games. He appreciates wholesome people. He doesn't mind being haunted by a specter every now and then. You know, you don't. And look at Martyr's Corner. Martyr, she has a bit of lore, but she doesn't stick to it all the time. She's lower on what they call the RP scale. And that's fine. She embraces it. She has fun with her lore when she feels like having fun with her lore, and when she doesn't feel like having fun with her lore, she doesn't have fun with her lore. And she just does whatever. You don't need anything deep. Just have fun. Don't get stressed out about all of it. Being a streamer, it's like anything at life. You can't count on any particular outcome, no matter how much time and energy you put into it. And a lot of us have stuff we have to do. I mean, look at Four Button Soul. He's basically stuck in a slice of life isekai, which means he has to go around doing all the basic stuff that humans normally have to do because it's a slice of life. So it hasn't really given him much of a change, unfortunately, except that he's anime, which is pretty awesome. But, there's everyone's favorite ghost witch, Jupiter Arcana, and she loves to be kind of spooky from what I can tell, but she sometimes drops that a bit, and talks about doing more normal things like drinking tea and sharing her love of tea. And I think it's important to share her love of tea, but given that she's a ghost witch, maybe she can have a body whenever she wants it. I mean, who knows what ghost witches can really do, but don't worry about it. Just enjoy the journey, because you never know when on some idle Tuesday you're just gonna go for a walk and get hit by a truck. I mean, chances are low, but it could happen. So be thankful for the people that have stuck with you. I'm thankful for Killer Tofu and Martyr's Corner and Super Nerdland, otherwise known as Doc Bray. They have been with me for a long time. I'm also thankful for Kate and my lovely bird wife and the Myers crew. However you might feel about them, they have been nothing but kind to me. So I don't know how to make stuff clear. You got to be thankful. And like, I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Everything makes mistakes. Even animals make mistakes. And you just try to do better. It's hard, but you try. Like, my biggest problem is like, I have what they call mama ghost instincts. It's like mama bear instincts, except you go in and you wreak havoc, and then you stop and go, maybe I shouldn't have wreaked as much havoc as I did, because, ghosts don't often think about how much havoc they're actually wreaking. And sometimes, since I have ghost brain, it doesn't store information very well. I don't really remember, And I would do that for any of the people that have been supportive of me and that I have already shown my support for by going to their streams and talking to them and realizing just how great people they really are. And there's so many more people that I like. There's even like non-tubers I talk to a lot. Like White Hood has supported me on streaming for a long time, and Sinstar Aries and Squad Leader, they're always showing up in my chat. Oh, and Nimini Mir, she's wonderful when she shows up. I don't know if she'll see this. I hope she does. And, you know, thankfulness is one of those things that, given my long existence, I've realized is really important. And so I'm going to recommend a manga to you. It, it's like Queerin and the Funeral. It's got a few other titles. It's really good. It's about an elf girl who worked the hero party, and then the hero party died of old age, and she's just sort of coming to understand the short lives of humans and appreciate it. And it's not the sort of depressed, angsty, sort of long-lived species that we usually get out of elves. So I think it's very wholesome. And it had a tournament arc, which isn't a tournament arc, and I think that was a great accomplishment, and everyone should give it a read however you can. If you can find a copy of it anywhere, just get a copy of it. So this has been a bit longer than my usual videos, so I really do hope something here has helped. And if there's anything a blanket haunting shadow person can do to brighten your day or give you support, feel free to reach me. I'm not hard to find. You can find me. I'm going to make an advice channel on my Discord, I think, for advice. I mean, I might not have the best advice, but, you know, I could try. You can reach me a lot of different ways, like on Twitter, too. I'm pretty on Twitter, and I haunt, like, multiple servers, so you can find me just about anywhere if you need me. Okay? And be comfy, my friends. Be comfy.